Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm really glad you're here today.
Yeah, same here. Today feels like one of those conversations that's simple but actually important.
Definitely. We're not talking about anything complicated, just real life. The kind of stuff everyone goes through.
Exactly. No big theories, just honest conversation.
You know what I've been thinking about lately?
Hmm, that could go in a lot of directions. Should I be worried?
No, nothing like that. Just how fast life moves,
Oh, yeah, that's real. Sometimes it feels like weeks just disappear.
right? Like you wake up, go through your day, and suddenly it's Friday again.
And you ask yourself, what did I actually do?
Exactly. And it's not like you were lazy. You were busy, but not always with things that matter.
That's the key. Being busy doesn't mean being productive.
Yes. I think a lot of people confuse those two.
I used to do that all the time. My day would be full, but at the end, I felt like I didn't move forward.
Same here. It's like running on a treadmill. A lot of effort, no real progress.
So, what changed for you?
Honestly, I started asking myself one simple question every day.
Which is,
Did I do at least one thing that actually matters?
that's a good question.
Yeah, because it forces you to be honest.
And sometimes the answer is no,
Exactly. And that's uncomfortable.
but necessary.
Definitely.
I think people avoid that kind of question because it makes them reflect,
Yeah, and reflection can be scary.
because you see the truth.
And sometimes the truth is, you're not using your time well.
That's tough to accept.
It is, but I think that's where real change starts.
Yeah, awareness is the first step.
Always.
You know what's interesting though?
What?
Most people know what they should do, they just don't do it.
That's so true.
Like, everyone knows they should sleep earlier, eat better, practice something useful.
But they don't.
Exactly.
Why do you think that happens?
I think it's comfort.
Comfort?
Yeah, doing nothing is easy. Changing is hard.
That makes sense.
And also, habits.
Oh, yeah. Habits are powerful,
Once you're used to something, it becomes automatic,
even if it's not good for you.
especially if it's not good for you.
That's so true.
Bad habits are always easier to build.
And harder to break.
Exactly.
So, how do you deal with that?
I try not to change everything at once.
That's smart.
Because when you try to fix your whole life in one day, you fail.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Instead, I focus on small changes.
Like what?
For example, waking up 15 minutes earlier.
That's simple.
Yeah, but it creates momentum.
I like that idea.
Small wins build confidence.
And confidence keeps you going.
Exactly.
You know, I think people underestimate small progress.
Definitely.
They want big results immediately.
But real growth is slow.
Very slow sometimes.
And that's frustrating.
Yeah, because we live in a fast world.
Everything is instant.
But personal growth isn't.
Not at all.
It takes time and patience.
And consistency.
Always consistency.
You can't improve if you stop every few days,
That's the problem. People start, then stop,
then start again.
and repeat the cycle.
Exactly.
So, how do you stay consistent?
Honestly, I don't rely on motivation.
Really?
No, motivation comes and goes.
That's true.
Some days you feel great, some days you don't.
So, what do you rely on?
Discipline.
That word again.
Yeah, it's not exciting, but it works.
Discipline means doing things even when you don't feel like it.
Exactly.
That's hard, though.
It is, but it gets easier over time.
Like a muscle?
Exactly like a muscle.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Yes.
I like that.
And once it becomes a habit, you don't even think about it.
That's the goal.
Always.
You know what else I've noticed?
What?
People compare themselves too much.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Social media makes it worse.
Definitely.
You see someone successful and suddenly you feel behind.
Even if you're doing okay,
Exactly.
but you don't see their full story.
Just the highlights.
And that creates pressure.
Unnecessary pressure.
Yeah, and it can kill your motivation.
So, what's the solution?
Focus on your own path.
Easier said than done.
True, but necessary.
Because everyone's journey is different.
Different starting point, different pace.
Different goals, too.
Exactly.
I think people forget that.
They do,
They try to follow someone else's life.
instead of building their own.
That's a powerful point.
Yeah, you have to define what success means to you.
Not what it means to others.
Exactly.
For some people, success is money,
For others, it's freedom
or peace,
or time with family.
and all of those are valid.
Absolutely.
There's no single definition.
That's important to understand
Otherwise, you chase the wrong things,
and end up unhappy.
even if you achieve them.
Exactly.
That's scary,
It is.
but also important to realize.
Yeah, better now than later.
Definitely. I feel like we could talk about this for hours.
Honestly, we probably could.
But let's leave it here for today.
Yeah, simple message.
Be aware, take small steps,
Stay consistent.
and focus on your own path.
That's it.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you in the next episode.